Hello everyone, welcome to another Fallout 76 video. It's time to farm cabs. I'm going to show you a new method that allows you to farm as many cabs as you want. Hello guys and girls, today I'm going to present you a guide to farm as many cabs as you want. Literally, there is no cab stash method or exploits. All you have to do is go to a few select locations with Grafton Monsters and Megasloths and farm the hell out of them. I came up with this strategy about a month ago, and ever since I haven't stopped using this. You can make about 1k cabs in an hour. All you have to do is server jump throughout these locations or just stay in one and farm as much as you need, really. It is very straightforward, and depending on the success of this video, it will still be my favorite method to farm cabs or not. If many people start doing this, then I might have to find a new method, but for now I want to share this with you guys because I feel like most of you don't know how to farm cabs effectively. I often get comments as well, people asking me how do you make money in this game, so I thought this would be a great idea to help you guys improve your cabs farming ways. Without any further talking, let's get into the guide. Before you attempt to follow this guide, I suggest you to follow 3 things. First of all, you should use your most powerful build because ideally you want to kill these creatures as fast as possible while saving on resources. If you don't get hit, then you won't need to use any healing items like steam packs or radaways. So make sure to equip your strongest build and your strongest weapons to kill everything within 1 second each. Doesn't matter if it's melee or range, you just want something that is really powerful. The second point is about fast traveling. You will probably do that quite often, so make sure to equip your travel agent perk to save as many cabs as possible. After all, this is a guide to farm cabs, so if you save some, you will be making more profit at the end of the day. As for the last recommendation, you will be server jumping a lot in order to make this strategy viable, so make sure to take advantage of your social friend list. If you have active players, just join them in order to fast travel quicker and easier. This is something that I've been using since the beginning of times, and it really helps when you want to server jump. Okay, now you should be prepared for what's coming. My first and favorite location is Mosstown and Tanagra Town. The first location is a fixed one for a Megasloth. You will always encounter a Megasloth here at the northwest of Mosstown, where the primal cuts used to happen a little bit to the north. You can also find Muttman and the Flatwoods monster around this area for some reason, and here's proof of that. Anyway, I'm going to show you the exact location that you must go in order to find the Megasloth. It's near an abandoned car between, well, lots of trees, just here. It's kind of a junk pile near the car, and the Megasloth will always be around it. So if you can find it, just spam your VATS and I'm sure you will. If not, it means it's on cooldown and you should server jump immediately. I advise you to do this first at once, as in server jump as much as you can in this single location, and then you should do the same for Tanagra Town. Why? Because if you spend a few cabs traveling between the 2 towns, it's not much. I know it's 7 cabs with travel agent, I think, but it's 7 cabs every single time you fast travel, and you normally get around 20 cabs per Megasloth. So you will save a lot of cabs by just fast traveling as much as possible in this single location and then doing the same for Tanagra Town. Moreover, you shouldn't have any issues server jumping, at least I don't. There are enough servers to do this. When enough is enough, you should go to Tanagra Town. As I mentioned, it's very close to Mosstown, so it shouldn't be too heavy in terms of costs. And this location is not 100% fixed for a Megasloth, but I find it very often, about 70 to 80% of the time. And you should look around the town itself. The Megasloth could be anywhere around the circle. Also, you will sometimes find a dead claw or a fog crawler in this area. but not as often. At least since the last patch, I seem to find Megasloths very often in Tanagra Town. Before, I remember that I would mostly find dead claws. I'm not sure if I'm extremely lucky in the past weeks or if they have changed the spawn rates a little bit for Tanagra Town, at least when it comes to this creature spawn. Anyway, I have included this location mostly because it stacks with Mosstown. You can farm both one after the other or one with the other at the same time. You can easily make about 40 caps per server jump, so think about it. The second option is at Charleston, the Capitol building, and then the Trainyard as well. Why? Because you can find fixed spots for Grafton Monsters at these two locations. Let's start with the first one. Now, both are 100% chance to find a Grafton Monster here. If you don't, it means someone else killed it and it's on cooldown. Moving on, at the Capitol building you just have to go down, and near the water stream you'll find a Grafton Monster just below. You will also find some Scorched, sometimes super mutants, which can drop more caps. If they come to you, make sure to kill them to grab the extra caps. Other than that, all you have to do is server jump over and over, but this is a quite popular area and a lot of people know about the Grafton Monster here, so don't be surprised if you find it on cooldown several times. I know it can be annoying, and that's mostly why I added Mosstown and Tanagra Town as my first and favorite option. Now, the great news is that at the Trainyard is a little less populated. At least I hardly find the Grafton Monster on cooldown there. It's a little bit more hidden, so people are not so aware of this location. It's really close to the Charleston building, Capitol building, which means you can farm these two spots at the cost of 1 cap. I mean, it is pretty much free. You can craft both and claim your about 40 caps per server jump without any costs at all. So if you manage to find both Grafton Monsters alive, it means it will be a really profitable situation. As such, even though the first location is quite populated and sometimes you won't find the Grafton Monster alive, when you do, it is totally worth your time. And unlike Mosstown and Tanagra Town, you don't have to pay 7 caps to fast travel to one location to the other. Actually, you can walk, and that's totally fine. For the sake of this guide, I went out of my way to find a new location that could be your third alternative. Let's say that the first is not working for you and the second is really populated and you keep finding Grafton monsters that have been killed already. Well, let's go to Grafton south of Hemlock Holes, where you will always find a Grafton monster as well. It's a fixed spawn, that's right. And again, unless it's dead, you will always find it here in this lake. It can be in a vast area though, so make sure to spam your VAT system to find it easier. It will drop the same amount of caps as the others, about 20 caps. And again, all you have to do here is server jump over and over as many times as you want and farm as many caps as you need. Pretty much that's how this entire strategy works. As long as you can find new servers, it will work. When you can't, just change locations. I mean, it's pretty difficult to have all these 5 locations that I showed you being on cooldown in every single server. So my best advice is to pick one location, let's say Mosstown and Tanagra Town, server jump as many times as you can, and when you start rejoining servers on cooldown, switch locations. Go to Charleston, Trainyard and Capital City, or come here to the Toxic Valley to, well, kill this Grafton monster too. It's totally up to you where to go and what to farm first. That's pretty much the strategy I have been using in the past month to farm as many caps as I want. But you can make this number much larger if you choose to, well, do the daily caps limit every day. It's 1,400 per day. It has a 24 hours respawn, and you can sell pretty much anything from aid items to junk, weapons, and armor that you don't need. It's very easy to reach this number if you play a decent amount of hours every day at least. The other tip is to always do Scorched Earth whenever you see it up in your servers. Why? Because first of all, you get 200 caps per event completed, and secondly, you get a lot of value out of these events, such as stable flux, which you can sell each one for at least 100 caps. You get legendary items, you get plants that can also sell for a lot, you get random items that you can sell for your daily caps as well. So make sure to farm this event and go there every time you see it live. If you do these 3 strategies together, you will see that running out of caps will no longer be a possibility for you. I can't remember the last time I ran out of caps because I'm basically always farming caps, whether it's from Scorched Earth, selling things to vendors, or farming them actively. My little secret is now out in the world for you guys to enjoy. What do you think about it? Did you try it yet? If so, what were your results? I can normally farm about 1k caps per hour if I'm really quickly, and I use all my friends to server jump. That's really a plus, but it's not always 1k. You can't really say it's a fixed number, especially because the caps vary a lot from, I think, 18 to 25 about it per kill. So it does vary, but overall it's a great way to farm caps. And if you have some time to spare while playing Fallout 76, then this is the perfect guaranteed way to farm caps. You don't have to look for cap stashes, you don't have to use any exploits, and all you have to do is kill one monster, server jump, and repeat. I know it's tedious, but it does work, and at the end of the day, I think that's what matters the most. I'm Marta Branco, thank you guys for watching. If you are new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw, then feel free to click in the subscribe button below. I cover Fallout 76, I do lots of guides, patch notes, and so much more. I have a Patreon page as well for anyone who would like to check it out. The link is in the video description below. That's going to be everything for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and until then, take care. Adios. Bye bye.